You know, every industry has its own jargon, all those phrases and words that are unique to them. In this video, I like to share a few marketing buzzwords that you're going to hear from your advertising and media people who talk about what they mean and how they relate to the success of your dealership or your business. So let's start with the very first thing, and that is your USP or unique selling proposition. Now, this term was coined decades ago, and I believe is still relevant today. Creating your USP is arguably the most important element in your marketing campaign. Your USP is simply this: what is truly different or unique about you? What sets you apart from all of your other competitors? Your USP needs to be different and offer real meaning to the customers. That's why it's unique. You know, work hard on developing this and it will serve you well far into the future. Next up, TOMA, or top of mind awareness. Now this one is a real favorite amongst your friendly media sales reps. Top of mind awareness is simply achieved when you own that space that your product or your service occupies within the mind of your potential customer. Your goal must be to create an awareness of who you are, what you have to offer, and why you are the best choice. So, as the theory goes, when the prospect is ready to buy, they immediately think of you. Now, how is it that you achieve TOMA? Well, the best way is to stay in touch. And if you haven't constantly reminded people who you are, what it is you have to offer, and why they should choose you, they will forget. You should be fun, be different, creative, but most important, be consistent. And that is why your media sales rep loves that one, because that means they're going to get you to buy a lot of different ads. Now, you ready to head over to math class? Well, let's talk about cost efficiency. Cost efficiency simply relates to the cost of buying your schedule and is used to see which campaign option is going to be more efficient for you. The goal is to buy your ad schedule as efficiently as possible. Everybody knows that, right? Well, how does this work? Well, once you have established your campaign and the desired audience you're going after, your media sales rep should generate a couple suggested schedules. Now, the campaign option that provides you with the greatest amount of reach and frequency for the lowest cost is the more efficient campaign and the only one that you should invest in. Which leads me to the next mathematical calculation, cost per thousand, or CPM. Now, this simply refers to what it's going to cost you to reach 1,000 different people. Now, heads up, this one is not a favorite of your friendly media sales rep. If you are trying to decide between different advertising mediums, I believe that cost per thousand is the measurement tool you should use. Cost per thousand can be used with digital ads, paid social media, radio, TV, print, streaming, pretty much everything out there. Last up, share of voice. Share of voice refers to how many ads that you have purchased in relation to all of your competitors that are out there. Now, when is share of voice important? If you are in a highly competitive and a heavily advertised industry, you are going to need a greater share of voice. Now, here's a very simple example. If your business category as a whole buys about 1,000 ads a week, of which 100 of those ads are yours, your share of voice is 10%. And the greater your share of voice is, the better your top of mind awareness is going to be, so people will be able to remember you. And just in case you haven't guessed, this is another favorite of your friendly media sales rep, and they're going to talk about this a lot. Now, as you go to work to develop your campaign, I believe the most important term you need to consider is why. Why will consumers even put you on their shopping list? Why will they even care about what it is you're offering? Why will they give you their time and potentially their money? I believe you need to spend time answering the why questions, develop your message around that, and the rest of the campaign will fall into place.